Hello YouTube. In this video we're going to talk about a couple of products that just came in. They're called Chalkola Platinum Series and Chalkola Premium Wet White Markers, a pack of 16 chalk pens and 6 metallic markers. And so let's get right into that and see what we can do with these babies. Okay, we're going to take a close look at these. Let's start with this one here first, the Platinum Series. Now, I've never used these before. This is something new to me. But they're called Chalkola Platinum Series. It says here that they're got a little light glare. I apologize for that. But it says child safe, water-based, non-toxic, washes off from clothes, low odor, acid-free, xylene-free, quick-dry, long-lasting. And in the back here, it says it has a 15mm jumbo tip. It's best that you use this on all hard, non-porous surfaces. So you don't want to use this product on surfaces that can absorb liquid. Because you will have a difficult time most likely getting it off that liquid, or excuse me, that material, whatever that you do it on. So you should do it on like windows, glass, whiteboards, mirrors, plastics, chalkboards. And on chalkboards, some chalkboards could be a little absorbent, so you may want to test a little bit of it somewhere in a non-conspicuous location. Make sure that you'll be able to erase it. And it has some instructions here. It tells us that we want to shake it well with the cap on and upright. So you want to shake it upright and for about 30 seconds. Then remove the cap. Then you want to press the tip to and fro multiple times to quickly get ink flowing. Now I wouldn't necessarily press it with my finger. I just press it down on paper or material or whatever, get that ink flowing. Then you want to make sure that you recap it tightly after use and store in a horizontal position. A horizontal position. I would imagine that means laying down as opposed to don't store it standing up like that. I guess that could probably dry out the tips or something. I guess that's what it means by horizontal position, as opposed to, okay, I'm going to store it like this as opposed to like this, Well, so I guess it's laying, you want to lay it down. You want to lay it down when you store it. Okay, that's good to know. Then it says 1 to 3 minutes. I'm not quite sure what that means, but anyway. It says you can write with your marker after you've, shook it up pretty good and press the tip a few times. And you want to press down on the pen when you need extra ink. And then it says to wash off, you must use a wet cloth or Windex. Okay, and then it gives you the warning here to always test a small portion of your surface and only non-porous surfaces. And you can always go to the website at right there, okay, www.chalkola.com/VIP, and then you can get some more information on that. All right, then the other package I received from the company, and all the details, by the way, will be down in the description box, and I believe there's also a discount. If you go down there, it's like 15% off, so it'll be worth to make sure you check out the details down in the description. But there's a box of premium wipe markers, and these are a 0.5mm bullet tip, and these other ones here were 15mm jumbo tip. So this is kind of a jumbo marker. And these are a little smaller here. These are the 5mm tips, so this would be for more detailed. And again, it has the same warnings and suggestions here that you do it on non-porous surfaces such as, car and home windows, wine glasses, chalkboards, whiteboards, plastic, and has, shows you some little drawings and stuff that they have. And here's, I guess, the colors that we're looking at: white, black, red, green, pink, blue, purple, brown, yellow, orange. 10 chalk markers. And then in the front it says it's 10 chalk pens plus 6 metallic markers. There's the metallic right there. That would be gold, silver, red, green, pink, and blue. So the 6 metallic here and the 10 chalk here. Okay, I guess the next thing for us to do is to actually try them out. Now, I've never used anything like this before, so this is actually going to be a new experience for me. And I figure we can just experience this together. I'm going to go find something to actually use this on. It has to be a non-porous material. So I want to make sure I don't use something that it is porous and then find out I can't erase it. Let's go ahead and check out the goodies inside. See what you get inside this package here. And there's a little box inside here, and this happens to be the 6 metallic markers, as you can see right there. Chalkola. All right, 6 markers. And these would be, of course, the, I guess, really fine tip markers. Let me open that up. Pull some of these out here. We can see what they look like. Okay, according to this box here, let's see there. Now it says 5mm bullet tip. So are they all 5mm bullet tips? Well, let's find out. Let's take one of these other ones out here. Okay, and that's what it looks like. Big old pin. He's even got a clip on it. That's kind of cool. And I guess you shake that thing. I think it said something about shaking it with the cap upright. So I guess that's the way I'm supposed to shake it. It's kind of like a paint can. You can hear and feel that there's something hard, like maybe a metal ball or whatever they're using in there. Maybe it's the felt, I don't know, but there's something in there that helps mix up the juices in there, the ink or the, what do you call this, chalk pen stuff. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, it's called a premium wet wipe marker. And it says right there to shake well with cap on and upright. So yeah, so that's how you do it. You go like this, and I guess you do that for about 30 seconds. Then you just press the tip to and fro multiple times quickly to get the ink flowing, and then recap tightly after use and store in horizontal position, which would be like that. Horizontal, I believe, is plane wise, because I could say, well, that's vertical, that's horizontal, but I believe what it means is this is horizontal and that's vertical. So anyway, this is horizontal in relation to the earth. So I guess that's the way. So I shouldn't be having these boxes sitting up like this. I should be storing them like that. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Now, I'm going to have to get some ink flowing out of this thing here. Let me pull this out. Okay, good. It's got this little, feels kind of like, what do you call it? Those wiki kind of cloth material or absorbent material type tips. No ink in it right yet because I have to start pumping it. But first off, let me go get me something to draw on. Okay, I just happened to find this whiteboard in my storage room that I think we can use it since it is listed on the package. So anyway, again, we shake that puppy up like this, upright with the cap up. Then it says we need to pump this puppy a few times, and the point just presses in, which is interesting. You see that? So I'm gonna pump it a few times, see if we get some flow going here. Nothing yet. Oh, here we go. Something's coming. You can see it right there. Come on, baby. You can do it. Ah, there we go. Look. All right. Oh, now this stuff is interesting. It's kind of like paint. Instead of like a marker, it's kind of paintish, which is really, really neat. I like this because you can paint. Wow, this is neat. Okay, this is not a marker by any, I mean, it's called a chalk marker, but it doesn't write like a marker. If I could just zoom in here, you can kind of see here. It's got kind of a paint-like texture. It's really wet, and you know, you can just kind of paint that puppy on. Now, I'm going to get a little creative here, because that's the whole idea of having art stuff. Let me get some purple here. Shake that up. Okay, let's go ahead and try that out. Boom, boom, boom. Get that paint action going. Here it comes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's neat. Oh, this stuff is fun. I'm actually pleasantly surprised here, folks. This is really, really cool stuff. And in a minute here, I'm going to grab me a glass, like a wine glass or something. And you can get really, really creative with this stuff. Wow, this is really cool. Now you gotta cap it really good, and remember, store it horizontally. So you got all these colors. Now let's try these metallic ones here. Take the red one, and I would imagine you probably, oh, these are 4.5 millimeter tip on this. So the other one was 5.5. And this is 4.5, so it did look smaller, and I was kind of curious. Now, do we have to do this? I don't hear anything in there shaking, so maybe I don't have to. Let's see, it doesn't say anything about having to shake these up, so we'll just go ahead and, oh, and you don't even pump it. You just go ahead and use it right out of the box. And this is your metallic. Okay, this is nice. I'm curious why you don't have to pump and press to get the thing going. You don't have to shake it or anything. It just looks like it's just ready to go. But this is cool. I'm just having a little fun here with this stuff. Oh, I'm definitely gonna Gonna have some projects here with this. This is really, really neat stuff. I really like this. And I am not even done yet. Okay, awesome. Okay, that's the metallic color there, the little. So I got these metallic colors here that have the small tip. Okay. Then we have the bigger tip that we just used, and we have all these colors. I'm going to go ahead and see, this box actually originally went inside the other box. I might as well keep it all together. Are these big Mamba Jambas here, which has got the 15 millimeter tip. So let's see. Why don't we try some blue here? Light blue anyway. And this is a monster thing, as you can see. Wow, look at that tip. That's for some marking up your car windows or something. That's really big. And I imagine we're going to do the old pump action again. Yep, has that spring-loaded tip again. We'll get something going here. You can see the ink starting to come out. Ooh, it's coming out the other side. It's oozing. Come on, boys. There we go. Alright, this is real chunky, so this is going to be a little more messy. But here it's finally coming out. There we go. This is to do some big, wide stuff here. So I'm just going to circle my wagon here. Look at that. That's like paint, man. This just goes on like paint. That is so cool. Alright, now I don't want it to dry up, so I got it all capped up. And just like before, it says you need to store this stuff horizontally, so don't store it vertically. Store it horizontally, laying down, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. And, well, there you go. A masterpiece. I'm going to go ahead and have this submitted in the museum there. And take a look. You can see real close up. Hopefully we can get it focused. Come on, focus there. This stuff goes on like paint. Goes on like paint. That's so cool. All right, now I'm gonna see. Like I know this is not dry yet. It's not dry. See, it's like paint. You know. Okay, came off my finger. It's still wet, and I guess what I can do is. Let's see if the other is dry. This middle one. Okay, the middle stuff that I already did is dry. I mean, there's really nothing coming off. So that's dry. So it does dry. It doesn't stay wet forever. But this is still wet. It's still shiny. I can see that. So we'll let that dry. But the curious thing is, it says to clean it or to take it off, to erase it, you need to use a moist wet cloth, like a wet cloth, or you use some Windex, something like that. So I doubt that I'm just going to be able to erase this like you would a regular whiteboard marker, you know, because that's not what this is. This is not meant for you to write on a whiteboard like in a board meeting and then erase it off. You can just get regular whiteboard markers for that. This is to create yourself some art, okay? And then, you know, if you're tired of it and you want to change it, you can just erase it off. But I believe I can erase this, and this is dry. I'm going to try to do it dry first because I believe it'll just come off. And then if it doesn't, then I'll go get some water on here or something and then do it. This still looks kind of wet. I don't know if it's wet. Yep, it's still wet. So this is taking a little longer to dry. So you do want to give it some time to dry. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to attack that stuff in the middle there. And there you go. It comes off, okay? Even though it's dry, I could rub it off. And if it was wet, which I'm going to go ahead and get some water on this. And some water on me in the process. There we go. Now I got some water on here, and it should just kind of comes right off. There you go. See? Just comes right off. That's pretty cool. All right, I like this stuff. Now this stuff out here is wet, so I'm able to just wipe that up. But I can see on the outside here, it's starting to dry. You can see the difference in color right there. See the edge? Let me go ahead and zoom in here for you, and you can see how it's darker, because that's already dry there. But this is still wet right here, because this stuff came on thick. It came on really thick. But you can see on this whiteboard, I could do it with dry, and I could do it with wet. But let's see how it works on glass next. Okay, I just went up to the kitchen and got myself one of my wife's wine glasses here. It's got these neat little things that hang on here. She's very proud of her wine glasses, and when I told her that I was going to go ahead and use one and start painting on it, she freaked. But I told her, hey, don't worry, I'm a professional. Okay, so let's see how this works. Again, I'm going to go with the smaller ones for this little experiment. And let's use this pinkish color here. Make sure I don't knock that wine glass over and break it. My wife will kill me. But we're going to go ahead and shake this puppy up here. Get her mixed up really nice. Alright, I think that's plenty. And let's see if we get some flow going here. I gotta press a few times. Don't want to break this glass though. One of the most expensive videos I've ever done. Okay, here we go. We got some flow going now. Oh, this is just so cool. This is so cool. Look at that. Put the cap back on there. Alright. See if I can just get that to sit there. And let's see, I need a green. Do I got a green? Yeah, I got a green. Good. Gotta have green. Gonna do flowers. I already used this one, so maybe I don't have to pump it. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Alright. Okay, wanna get that cap real good there. Alright, so what else I want to get in here? Let's get some brown action going. All right. Doing that pumping thing again, get that ink flowing. Whoops. I'll slide down the stem of my wife's crystal thingies. Alright, here we go. Get this thing going here. All right, here we go. Yes. All right. A little dirt. I'm going in the dirt. All right. Maybe I can get some stuff going on here in the center. Okay. I'm not really a painter, guys, so bear with me here, huh? This would be for somebody who is, but I is not. All right, hello, yellow. Can you see that? See what I'm doing there? Give me a little, whoops. Ooh, that was close. Okay. All right. I'm kind of nervous pressing against this. I should be pressing against something else. Let me press against something else here. Get that ink flowing. I'm actually pressing on the package this stuff comes in. Has that plastic thing around it. That way I don't have to do it to my da, 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 the lion sleeps tonight. All right. Sorry for that awkward entertainment there. All right. Yeah, this is like art for a third grader here. Come on, let's get some rays going there, buds. All right, little sunshine when she's gone. All right, I'll put that cap on. Well, there you go. You can paint on glass. You can paint on any non-porous surface if you intend on erasing it. If you do it on a porous surface like wood, you know, then you're going to have trouble. Or if you get it on your cloth, you should, you know, like your clothes, it says you can wash it out, so that's good, but you may have trouble getting it off of something like this or anything that absorbs, because it'll absorb that ink and get it inside the little tiny cracks, and you'll have a hard time getting it out. So it has to be a non-absorbent type material like glass, the whiteboard, even a chalkboard. If it doesn't absorb, if it's non-porous, that's the key, just non-porous. Okay, so always test it a little bit on the material first, somewhere that is inconspicuous, so that nobody can see, if you know, in case you can't get it off. But that's really cool. Look at that. And you can sit there and paint on your car windows, for sale, blah blah blah. You know, call, phone number. You can draw whatever you want, and you know that it's temporary. It's not permanent. And well, there you go. Now I got to give this wine glass back to my wife, and she will panic if it comes back with that stuff on it. So let's make sure that I can take this off here real carefully. I don't want to break the glass, but this is a dry cloth, by the way. It does recommend you wet it. You can see on the other side here, see? It's just coming right off. Just rub it, rub-a-dub-dub. There ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Look at that. Good as new. Well, folks, there you have it. The Chalkola chalk pens and metallic markers, and the premium series, where you have the 15mm tip. So they come in these 3 different sizes. At least that's what was sent to me: 15, 5.5, and 4.5, which comes in that little box right there. Anyway, we've covered them all. I sure hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry it took me a while to do another video, but I have been ill. As a matter of fact, I'm not even fully recovered yet. But I wanted to make sure that I got this video out there so that you know that, hey, I'm still here. and still putting out the stuff that you guys want to see. If you like this review, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Leave your comments below, and don't forget to look in the description area if you want to find out where you can get this. And there's also a discount that is being offered, so find that information down in the description box. And again, thank you for watching. We're now over 8,000 subscribers, and I thank you so much for subscribing and supporting this channel, and I'm going to bring you some more content. As a matter of fact, my next video, I'll be looking at doing another drawing tutorial. It's time we do another one of those because it's been a while. Again, thanks, and I'll see you later.